The UK has said the EU is in danger of breaching the withdrawal agreement by failing to protect the rights of British expats in Europe. Ministers said Britons on the continent risk not being given enough time to apply for staying on the continent because there's so much bureaucracy, the applications are far too complex, and so on and so on. Michael Gove even said there is a really big imbalance between the regulations of the EU and the UK in this case. Citizen rights were a key aspect of the British exit in January and the withdrawal agreement that was ratified for that. In response to this claim, Chief Negotiator Michel Barnier from the European Union said the member states should find a common approach to this topic, honoring the commitment agreed with the UK. As for Germany, I can only say the German laws made it really easy for British citizens to even get a German passport additional to their UK passport. But Michel Barnier also added that he will have a close look on what is happening in the UK to protect the EU nationals who are staying in the UK. At the moment, both sides are negotiating their future trade and security relationship, which some still hope to make it possible to get this in force from January 2021. I do have my doubts, as you know, because the transition period is not very long anymore and important decisions have to be made by June. And because of that, the EU has warned that the progress that's been made at the moment is disappointing and that the clock is ticking, while the UK still claims that the EU is making unreasonable demands for the access to the single market. The last round of talks just ended on Friday, more than a week ago when I published this, with the UK government resisting more and more urgent calls from the EU, but already from 77% of their own voters to apply for an extension or to accept the offer of the EU for an extension of the transition period. The withdrawal agreement protects the rights of about 3.5 million EU citizens now being residents in the UK and roughly 1.2 million UK citizens on the continent. Different EU countries do have different rules on how UK citizens can apply for residence. But following the first meeting of the Joint Committee which monitors the progress on the withdrawal agreement terms, the UK has gone public with concerns that UK citizens are not treated well enough in this case. The UK has given EU nationals 27 months to apply for settled status. That's what Mr. Gove said. And he added that some EU countries still have to set out their plans and that some of them only would give 6 months to UK citizens to get their residence sorted in their country. As I said before, in Germany I can't see that because almost a year before Brexit and a long time before the withdrawal agreement was agreed on, Germany already had laws about citizenship in Germany while keeping your citizenship in the UK. You probably have seen my video about that. But that wasn't all Michael Gove said. He also said UK citizens abroad are not being properly informed about what they have to do to apply and that there's tons of paperwork they have to bring and they have to meet face to face, which is quite impossible in the pandemic at the moment. And he once again generally said that the 27 EU members were proving slow to provide help to vulnerable people. And there would have been localized incidents when UK citizens tried to exchange their driving license or to buy property. To be honest, unfortunately, I have to say, with all that's going on in the UK at the moment and with all this government is expressing and with the experiences we have here, because I definitely know in my hometown alone how many UK citizens applied for citizenship and got it granted already, that there's a hint that might be a little bit of propaganda, I must say. And with the UK being very slow on fulfilling the withdrawal agreement in case of the border control posts, for example, and in some other areas of the withdrawal agreement, that really looks to me more like a smokescreen, especially in the sight of the last round of negotiations, because the UK government is criticized over and over again for their behavior in these negotiations. And in the EU, many are sure at the moment that the UK government wants to have the negotiations that slow because they do not want to talk about some parts that's necessary, and that they anyway can blame everything on the pandemic afterwards if there's a heartbreak at the end of the year, and the damages of Brexit can just be hidden behind the damages of the corona crisis. Downing Street still claims that they are very constructively behaving in these talks, and that the EU has to understand they are dealing with an independent state. Yeah, but even an independent state has to pay the price for a club if they want to join, or if you want to use the facilities of that club without being a member. That might be pricier as usual. And the claims from the UK government come at an interesting times, because the EU started legal proceedings against the UK for allegedly violating EU law in the case of freedom of movement since 2014. And as I remember, from 2014 until the beginning of 2020, they were a member of the EU and had to obey EU law. One of the accusations is that the UK government prevented EU nationals from staying for 6 months in the UK to find a job. And that is part of the EU law. You can stay in every EU member country for 6 months to find work. But we will see what will happen. The UK now has 4 months to respond to that, and I'm quite curious what the response will be. And if you want to know a little bit more about European politics from a German point of view, I put you my next video in the end screen. Click and enjoy. I'll see you there. Viel Spaß!